Um, the next point is about boldness and truth. I've been thinking about this a lot. And boldness, I think now is the time for many of us to be bolder. And this doesn't mean, and if you listen to Morgan's podcast, I think Morgan talked a lot. She did such a good talking about like in the workforce as a Christian and a conservative, should someone asks your pronouns, you go, what? You ask me my pronoun? How dare you? Or do you go, oh, um, I'm Mallory and she, like I'm she, her, Mallory, I'm a female, like, just reaffirm the truth, the biological truth, Or do you call it the big C? So we talked about that. That's in the episode. I think everyone should listen to it. I'm going to promote it more. And like I said, we're going to do more about it. And I think that is also being bold. Being bold is not being loud and like being obnoxious to people, like, how dare you ask me my pronoun? Like, that is not being bold. That's not being bold. And that's also, I I'd go ahead and say that's also not effective, acting that way. I think the most effective is keeping your wits about you, first of all, keeping your wits about you. And the most effective is being strong in the truth. And I think when people say bold, I think people automatically think that we mean that. They automatically think that we mean being loud and dramatic. But really, it's just doing small things that open conversation. Like, that's how you're really, for your coworkers, for example, inviting someone to church. You guys are having conversation, inviting someone to church. It's um you know living in truth. It's your coworkers are having a conversation talking about someone and stepping away and saying, actually, I'm not going to gossip about them. Or your coworker is having a mental breakdown, going over and offering comfort and peace, maybe praying for them if they would allow that. Like, that is being bold. That is taking a step out. And I'm not saying, cause do being loud and dramatic, if that's, whatever. But I'm saying, like, another option of being bold is taking the step and like stepping outside. Because here's even like offering your coworker comfort and peace and, praying for them. That is a bold step, because the reality is a lot of people don't even do that. A lot of people see people having mental breakdowns and go, oof, that sucks. And they move right along. Or people see, you know, you hear your friends going through something and you just move forward. Or everybody's gossiping and some people just go, yeah, and like add to it, as opposed to saying, you know what, no, like, I'm not going to participate in this. And here's why I'm not participating in this: because I'm a Christian and I am trying to be better at that. Not cursing. That's bold. Things like that. Okay. That is another example of boldness. So you don't have to feel like you have to be this like loud and dramatic and causing a scene everywhere you go. Um, and it can happen in so many different ways. Other ways, you can pray before lunch, pray before your lunch at work. Um, Even in the way you dress, everybody at work is wearing X, Y, and Z, and you're choosing to wear something else. It's just so many different things. Like, just think about that and like asking God, being obedient when He says that X, Y, Z. These are ways that you can be um bold. And I just want to keep reiterating, boldness is not me like just being loud and dramatic. That's something that I've been thinking about a lot, is like, it's not always being loud and dramatic. Boldness is just, there's tiny ways every day that you can do that. And that's a good witness. That's a really good witness. And being bold on your social media, sharing things in your story, about, obviously, I'm going to say life, about the life issue, and about, conservatism and these things like that, and having conversations and reminding yourself that like the purpose of you sharing this and having conversations with your friends isn't to win the argument, it's to win someone's soul. It's because you want them to go to heaven. It's because you want them to be saved. You want them to know the full gospel and experience it. That's why you're doing it, not just to be like, and this is why I'm right. Thank you for watching this clip of Those Are the Girls with Mallory and Friends. You can watch the full episode here on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts.